what happens on this episode.
Let's go
for a B cruise.
그때는 느꼈는데 집이 한국이라고 생각했었거든요.
Baking a turkey right now. What are you talking about? I am Canadian.
안녕하세요. Good afternoon.
No roses anywhere.
Murder in the hotel. Bomb threat.
I'm Dad.
And I'm Happy, and we're Team Bappy!
I'm Rita.
I'm Amy Aaliyah, and we are Team A to B.
Before we begin, let's check out some fan hashtag messages that we got from our viewers.
Thank you so much for leaving us such awesome messages.
And we'd love to get to know who is watching B Cruise.
So keep those hashtags coming. Leave us messages using hashtag BCRUZE, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media. And one of you will win a prize, maybe.
Now, this episode is a super special theme.
That's right. Today's theme is K-Foreign Businessmen.
Now we have two very different guests talking about two very different industries. So today's guest showcases will also be slightly different, so watch out for that as well.
So let's put our hands together for Johnny Mathis and Guillaume Patry.
But before we begin, go to your social media right now, hashtag BCRUZE, and leave us a message because we want to know who's watching us. Without further ado, let's join Team Bappy on a B cruise with Johnny Mathis.
I'm Happy. I'm Jack. B cruise.
We're going to start. Team Bappy going live in 3, 2, 1. Start streaming on that tagging.
Hello!
Hello there, sir.
Welcome
Hi.
to B cruise.
Johnny.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'll try and shake your hand. There we go.
Let's start to get to know Johnny with the 3 truths, 1 lie game.
When I was a young boy, I told my parents that I want to live in my later part of my life in Asia,
Okay.
in Hong Kong, and in China. Number 2,
Number 2.
both my parents came from families of 10 children.
Oh,
Okay.
So I had 9 aunties and uncle on each side, times 2, because they were all married, so I had 36 aunties and uncles. Number 3, when I was 18 and a half, I was part of the Swiss national swimming team and competed in the European Championship in Rome, 1970.
1970.
Very
18 and a
detailed
half.
statements. This, I think, is going to be very hard. And number 4.
Number 4, also when I grew up in Switzerland,
Okay.
in the mountains, come from a small village in the mountain with only 800 people. I had to go every summer for 3 months to the Alps with the cows, with the sheep, and with the goat to tend them away from the family. 3 months
On your own?
This is
on my own.
amazing.
On your own.
Okay, we got Unso John thinks number 3, maybe.
So the
Positive
swim
Vibes
team.
thinks it's a lie, he doesn't have that many relatives.
Oh, okay.
G. Immoral Foster thinks the 10 siblings each doesn't sound probable. But were we alive back then? Who are we to say? Who are we to say? I think because of the nature of our interview today, the first statement is probably the lie. Why would you decide China and Hong Kong back then?
Okay, you know what? I
think
follow
that
your
would-
logic.
I don't think that would have been a place that you'd say, I want to go live there.
Let's get that revealed. Boom. What is the lie?
The lie is the part with the swimming. Because I grew up in a mountain, no place to swim. You
that
cannot
makes
learn
sense.
swimming.
I didn't even think about that. That just sounded so true.
No swimming pool, no nothing. Just cold water.
Wow. So you don't know the reasoning behind why you
I
decided
think I read a lot about adventures, about Marco Polo, about the travels, the Genghis Khan. And so that fascinated me, and I said, one day I did the world tour on a ship, and for me the attraction was Asia, not America, not Africa, not the rest. So it was. I knew then Asia will be somewhere in my future.
Oh, I don't know if anybody asked. I'm actually very interested to know, how did you meet your wife then?
I met my wife in Hong Kong.
Okay.
I wanted to. I always knew, while I was already a long time in Asia, that I wanted to have a Korean wife.
Ah.
No other.
Oh.
So that was
okay.
already planned. Then I had a good friend of mine who was married with a Korean, and I asked him how are Korean women, are they good, are they nice? He had children, are they good wives, good mothers? He praised and highly recommended. I said, does your wife know any Korean here in Hong Kong? She said, yeah, there's a big society.
Wow.
I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
Show me a picture of 20 women. And I said,
20?
He said we had a party last week here, Christmas party in his house. I said, that girl here looks like I'm very interested to meet. Can you arrange? I said, yeah, she's a good friend of ours. She just came to Hong Kong because her sister lives here and gave birth.
Oh, okay.
So then he arranged a dinner with the sisters and her, a few others.
Oh.
That was the start.
We call that a sogeting.
Yeah, that's a sogeting.
Sogeting. Let's go.
Make it
Sogeting.
happen.
Incredible.
Where are all the photos? Hook me up,
Right?
boys.
No
Did he?
ti-
Oh, I have
he
one
did
right in my back pocket.
swipe. Swipe.
No Tinder. No Tinder. No Tinder in 1970.
Super line.
Positive Vibes asks, was it love at first sight for you and your wife?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
There we go.
definitely.
There we go. Sunset 11 also. Sunset 11 asks, is there something your wife always says to you in Korean? Remember?
She always, no, she never talks to me in Korean.
Oh, really?
No more like 사랑해, nothing.
No,
So
no
like
little love names.
yeah, Ilona.
No, not this time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe when we were young.
What is your favorite Korean food?
Oh, so many.
Okay, your top
So
three.
many.
Your top
My top three. All right, samgyetang.
Samgyetang. Very healthy.
Then the next one would be bibimbap
Bibimbap. Korean classic that everybody
Staple.
should know.
Indeed.
and steamed pork.
Steamed pork. Oh, bossam.
Bosa.
Oh man,
I love
oh, that is one of my favorites as well. Oh yes. Do you like seafood?
Yes, also. Yeah.
So have you had the bossam with the raw oyster?
Yes. When I go to South or to Jeju.
Oh, fantastic. Yes.
Korea well, not in Korea this time, but in your career. So the first question would be, how did you begin your career as a hotelier? How
Because
did
I
you
had
begin?
that dream or that ambition to go out of Switzerland, to go abroad towards Asia.
Mm-hmm.
That was already set in my mind. Then I had to find out, how can I do that? If you are rich, you buy a ticket, you fly to these places, you do everything. But as a young guy of 14, 15, you have to plan your life.
Yes.
So I found out which professions in Switzerland are sought after abroad.
Oh, very good.
For what do they hire Swiss people? And then among others, I heard cooks, chefs, hoteliers, or there were other professions, but that line suited me the most. I said, okay, that's what I want.
So
Then I stayed
you
in
decided all of this when you were 14, 15?
Yeah.
I was playing games when I was 14, 15,
that
worrying
time
about
already
Pokemon.
I knew that I wanted to go abroad, that I wanted to see the world through my work and live in different countries and cultures.
I think this is a very,
we
very
get a round of
valuable
applause.
lesson for the people watching right now. Who are
That's
very
amazing.
young.
Round of applause.
Even
there.
Mr.
Wow.
T
Mr. T is
clapping.
clapping.
He's broken. But what jobs will let you hit that goal?
How to go there?
How
to
can I
go
achieve
to that?
Wow.
What I need to do?
So people watching, that's golden nugget of advice right there. For those of you still lost, doesn't matter how old you are, 14, 15, or even, still in university. Like,
Think what you want
it's
to
not
achieve
too
in life.
late to think that way. Do you have any advice for aspiring hoteliers then?
My advice is to not to stick to one hotel, to diversify, to work in city hotel, to work in resort hotel, in golf hotel, in mountain resorts, to acquire a broad knowledge.
Okay.
My advice would be to set a clear goal, what you want to be, when, if possible with the time frame. Doesn't matter if you cannot reach it then, but keep on focusing on going there, on doing that. Meet the right people, follow the right leader. Don't jump job because somebody pay you $100 more.
Okay.
If you are happy with your boss, is very important.
That is true. Being happy with your management.
Positive Vibes says, I think he should be my mentor, which is really good.
Can you afford him?
Is there anything that has happened in your life, that a decision you've made in your career, which you've now regretted, and you wish you could go back and change?
No.
There we
Absolutely.
go. Amazing.
Always wanted to do that, always wanted to be a hotel general manager, always wanted to travel the world, even offered higher positions. I was not interested.
So that's a goal in itself, to live life so that when you look back, you don't have regrets.
Yeah.
That's huge.
On the professional side, I can say that's what was my dream, and I did it, and I went to those places. I told my mother when I was young, I was 3 times in Hong Kong and 4 times in China.
Pretty insane, right? Like, I wasn't even thinking about what I would do or want to do back when I was that young. Amy, what about you?
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a flight attendant.
I did. With the wings.
With the wings.
I can see.
Still there. What about you, Pamukta?
To be honest, I didn't even know what I was going to do. I didn't even know I was going to go to university or go straight into work. I had no idea. How about you, Pranita?
So many dreams. I was like, I want to be the first lady president.
It's so funny how the girls knew exactly what they wanted to be, and the guys are like,
Yeah.
let's just play.
Go with it. We just go with it,
Let's
you
just do
know.
what we want.
And
Go
then
with it.
boom, all this success.
Well, all of you watching right now, we want to know what your answers are. Hashtag BCRUZE. Tell us what you wanted to be as a young child or want to be right now. And now it's time to join Team A to B for a BCRUZE with
Guillaume Patry. So we're gonna pick up Guillaume.
Ooh.
Yes, who has been in Korea for a really, really long time, so he has tons of great stuff to tell us about.
There he is. Looking sharp and smart.
Whoa!
Hey there. Hop right in.
Welcome!
Thank you.
Welcome to BCRUZE.
How are you?
Great, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. Hi guys, I'm Guillaume Patry from Canada, and I've been living in Korea for 17 years because when I was 17 years old, I was a professional gamer. The game was StarCraft, and it was really popular in Korea. This is the reason why I came.
Jess Isa says 17 years. Wow. That's right. A lot of people are shocked. Yukako says, wow, half your life here in Korea.
That's my first.
3 truths, 1 lie.
Okay. I was born 12,500 days ago, and I spent half of those days in Korea. That's my first truth or not.
12,500 days.
So I've spent literally half of my life in this land, Korea.
All Unsu Jen is saying is, you look good. Show. That's all that's important. You know what I'm saying? Okay, number 2.
When I was a pro gamer, I have brown eyes, but they called me the blue-eyed warrior.
The blue-eyed warrior.
That was your nickname?
That was a
Or
nickname
like-
that they gave to me, like the announcers. They just called me that. Next one is I have stage fright.
Stage fright.
If I just talk in front of too many people, I start getting nervous, anxiety, I shake a little bit.
Okay.
But you're a TV star.
Ah. The last one, yeah.
Yep.
I haven't ordered food, delivery food, in 3 years.
No.
No,
In
no
Korea?
chicken, no jjajangmyeon, no nothing.
Ooh, people are saying that number 3. Super Catherine says number 3? Question mark. Yukako says 3.
3.
Saki Hiroko says 3, 4. The majority of
Mixed
people don't
bag
think
here.
that you have stage fright.
Maybe we should head to the speed zone.
Unsujen asks, do you like to play mobile games?
Yes, I do, but I always get bored after 2 months.
Yusukaku Catgirl says, weren't you afraid when you first came to Korea?
I was totally afraid. I went to the travel agency and I asked them, if I get sick in Korea, do they have good hospital? Because I knew nothing about it. But I went anyway by myself with my own money.
What's your favorite Korean food?
Oh my god, it's Korean beef called hanul.
Woo!
And it's not all of it that I love, although all of it is fantastic. But the one that I truly, truly love is the ribeye. It's called 등심.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It's different from from non-Korean ribeye. It tastes different. You got to try it. Once you try it, oh, there's one right there. Oh my god.
There's one right there. Mr. T! Mr. T, what are you doing? Right there.
Oh my god.
What are the odds, huh?
That's a big restaurant.
I think it's a sign.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 3 languages, and I'm not truly fluent in any of the 3.
Just a little bit of everything.
I speak a little bit of 3 languages: French, Korean, and English.
Okay, so what is the final answer, Guillaume?
All right.
The lie is?
Number 1. You got it right.
I did.
Yeah. So I came here more than 17 years ago, and I've been here since then. But every year I spend 1 month out of the country. I go to Canada, I go to Vegas, I go sometimes to Macau, the Philippines, and I travel. I love going to Europe to ski, for instance. So I spend about 4 weeks every year out of the country. So I need to be here for like 6 more months before I can really say I've spent half of my life on this land in Korea.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Winning! Yes, we're going to move on to section number 2. Let's learn about Korea, and we're going to start off with our word of the day.
Ooh.
So, Guillaume, we're going to ask you to share one of your favorite words in Korean.
The word is nunchi.
Nunchi!
It's a hard one.
The best one.
It's the best one.
Sometimes I'm like,
Because
are you dumb?
Yeah. And I said, you have no nunchi. I can't believe it. How can you act that way?
Yeah.
Where's your nunchi?
Where's your nunchi? What do you guys think that means?
Yeah.
Yo, Nunchi!
Nunchi! Oh,
Don't you hate it though when someone doesn't have Nunchi?
the nunchi 없어.
Why don't you have nunchi? Go get some nunchi and come back.
And the thing is, like, what is the English term for that? Like, do we even have that concept?
Common sense.
Common sense or like intuition
Basic, yeah.
or street knowledge. Okay.
It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
one of those words
It's
that
just
means
being
a lot of things.
considerate. That's-
But you just know if you have it or if you don't have it.
Right.
But you wouldn't know if you don't have it because you have no Nunchi.
All right, you have to have nunchi
You
to
have
know
to
you
have
don't have any nunchi.
Saki Uroko says, not sense, just as energy. Similar. Zuber Catherine asks, no tact. Tact. That's a good
I've
word.
never thought of translating it that way. Tact. What do you think?
I think that fits pretty well.
I think so too.
Zuber Catherine, did you know about this nunch, or do you just
Yeah.
have
Zuber.
nunch?
She has nunchi.
She has
Or
nunch.
she has the nunchi.
I guess it's time to talk about your career, getting to know you a little bit more. There's quite a few questions here. Well, what's the reason you came to Korea for?
I came here to play StarCraft. So, yeah, why would a 17-year-old Canadian move to Korea, right? I was playing this game, and it was so popular in Korea. They had tournaments here, and I came to play in those tournaments, and things worked out better than expected. I won a lot of those TV tournaments, and people started recognizing me in the streets, and companies wanted me to wear their logos. And
Wow.
Zuber Catherine asks, do you like working on television?
I love it. When I first started, I was a little bit stressed out, but after a few episodes, it became more natural, and then the show became a hit, and then that was amazing.
뭐 조언 좀 한마디씩 해주시죠. 아니 진짜 잘하고 있는 것 같아요. 지금 그 병원 동력하고 이런 축제라고 있어요. 뭐 이런 경우가 축제 동안
Oh, Canada!
maple syrup lovers. Okay, well this episode showcase is not a challenge. We had the privilege of sitting down in one of Guillaume's special lectures. So let's check it out.
Are you ready? And I'm one of the hosts of Arirang TV's live road talk show, B CRUZE.
Yeah, and I'm Peter Bajaj, and I'm one of the co-hosts for B CRUZE as well.
We have a very special guest over here. I'm sure you're all excited to meet him. He's going to tell you everything about getting a job and settling here in Korea.
That's right. So without further ado, please welcome Guillaume Patry.
감사합니다. 제가 한국에 온 지 벌써 17년 됐거든요. 어렸을 때, 정말 어렸을 때, 그 스키 선수 하고 싶어가지고, 스키 선수들 다니는 학교에 다녀가지고, 오전에만 수업했거든요. 오후에 집에 가서 뭐, 운동하거나 뭐 그랬었는데, 그 당시에 스타크래프트라는 게 나왔었거든요. 남들보다도 연습할 시간 더 많았어요. 그래서 잘하게 됐는데, 한국에서 스타크래프트라는 게 인기 엄청 많아지고 있었어요. 제가 아빠한테 얘기를 했죠. 그 나라 가면은 스타크래프트로 돈 벌 수도 있고 정말 좋은 경험이 될 수도 있으니까 가겠다고 아빠가 알겠다고 했는데 처음에는 3개월 동안만 있을 거라고 얘기했죠. 아빠한테. 왜냐면 전부터 뭐 1년, 2년, 17년 있을 거라고 얘기하면은 안 보내줬겠죠. 그래서 이렇게 왔는데요. 너무 잘 맞았어요, 저랑. 성격 급하고, 매운 거 좋아하고, 고기도 좋아하고, 스타크래프트를 해서 뭐, 인정도 받고 그래가지고 너무 좋아했죠. 스타크래프트는 4년 동안 했는데요. 4년 동안 재밌게 하고, 은퇴했을 때, 다른 나라로 갈 수 있었거든요, 저는. 캐나다 돌아가거나, 미국 가거나, 뭐, 여행하거나 그럴 수 있었는데, 계속 한국에 있었어요, 저는. 쭉 있었어요. 음식도 맞고, 친구들 이제 다 한국에 있었던 거예요. 캐나다 돌아가면 이제 가족들 있지만, 친구들 한국에 있는 거예요. 돌아가면 향수병 오고, 집이, 그때는 느꼈는데, 집이 한국이라고 생각했었거든요. 2년 전에 비정상회담이라는 프로그램을 하게 됐어요. 그게, 그 PD들이, 작가들이 외국인 가지고 방송을 하고 싶은데 인터넷으로 검색했대요. 누가 한국에 있으면서 한국말 잘하는 사람들 찾고 있었어요. 그래서 연락이 왔는데 방송하고 싶다는 느낌이 왔어요. 그래서 하게 됐는데 기대한 것보단 10배 더 잘 됐어요. 사실 인지도라는 게 웨이브처럼 왔다 갔다 하던데 인생에 한 번 오면은 두 번 다시 안 올 거라고 생각을 했었거든요. 근데 그 쇼를 통해서 다시 왔는데 정말 뿌듯하고 정말 아주 좋은 경험이었어요. In Korea, the most important thing is language. It's number one by far. If you speak Korean fluently as a non-Korean, you will have an easy time meeting people, and people will just love you for that. Learning a language is not something that you're going to regret, ever. I've never heard anybody say, oh, I wasted so much time learning English. I barely use it. No, it's not how it works. People are always so proud to tell you that you speak this and that language. And the second thing is connections. 인맥. Connections is probably the second most important. And then after that comes like work hard and go to a good school and have the right major and, you know, have a lot of money. I think speaking Korean and connection is even more important than all that. Yeah.
Right, thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. Very insightful lecture there, Professor.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you.
Yes, it was amazing. But I'm sure everyone has a lot of questions, and they've actually written them down here on Post-it notes for us. So we're going to hold a little Q&A session right now.
What is your favorite thing in Korea?
My favorite thing is the fact that with your wallet and your phone, you can do anything you want, go anywhere, at any time of the day.
Yeah.
It's some kind of freedom that big cities, especially Seoul, gives you. It could be 3 in the morning, and you just start calling up your friends, and the next thing you know, you're having fun. And it could never happen back home. It's just impossible. So I love that.
So you get really bored when you go back to Canada?
I'm so busy meeting my family that it's okay. Canada's okay if I go back home. But if I go to a different city in Canada, I'll feel really bored.
Yeah.
집이 그리울 때 어떻게 해요? What do you do when you're homesick?
I would like to be a good son and say that I go back home and go meet my mom and my dad, but it's far. It's a 20-hour trip, 24 if I include the transfers. So I video call my parents. That's what I do. And that's all I can do. I don't have much of a choice. I live on the other side of the planet.
So you're not homesick for things other than your family, like food or sights or anything else?
You know, they have great poutine in Taiwan.
Yes.
Yes. They have great beer here in Korea. All the craft beers, it's all here now. So it's mostly my family. All my friends that I had 17 years ago, they've changed.
Right.
If I go back, it's hard for them to stay after 11.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, we just got started here.
Well, then, isn't the Canadian Thanksgiving coming up as well?
No, Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving is like this weekend or next weekend.
How are you going to celebrate?
How am I going to celebrate?
Do you celebrate? Do you consider Korea your home?
I celebrate Chuseok more than I celebrate Thanksgiving.
What?
Come on, don't tell me you don't.
I am baking a turkey right now. What are you talking about? I am Canadian.
This is fun. I like this.
Where is your best place in Korea, smiley face?
Best place in Korea is the Han River, by far.
Why?
Because it's never-ending parks, and they're so beautiful. And when I lived next to the Han River, I would wake up every morning and run 40 minutes by the river.
Wow.
And it's just so beautiful. And it's even more beautiful at night.
한국에 얼마나 계실 예정인가요? How long are you planning on staying in Korea?
I think I will be in Korea for at least 5 more years if I get married tomorrow. Meaning that I will have kids and I will have to sort of sacrifice my personal desires for the good of the family. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to choose somewhere else. I might just leave Seoul. I don't want my kid to, suffer from my decisions to stay in big cities just because I like it. I would gladly go to the countryside or move back to Canada or something like that.
All right, so that's going to wrap up the Q&A session. I want to thank you so much for your time today, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Guillaume.
Thank you. I had so much fun. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Thank you.
Wasn't that interesting? Like learning about his path from gaming to retiring and then becoming a TV personality.
And doing it all in Korean. A whole lecture in Korean. I can't do that.
Living the dream.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Mathis also had a very inspiring lecture for some future hotel managers. Let's go check out what he had to say.
I'm happy. I'm out of job. B CRUZE.
Since our episode with Mr. Mathis is a very special episode, our guest showcase segment will be done a little bit differently than we usually do. Today we are here at the Seoul Hotel and Tourism Vocational College, where Bamoja and I will be introducing a very special guest to these wonderful students.
That's right, this gentleman has decades of experience in the hotel industry and has many insightful experiences to share with you today. Please welcome Johnny Mathis, General Manager at Starwood Hotels and Resorts at 12 Hengshan in Shanghai.
Woo!
안녕하세요. Good afternoon. I graduated from Hotel and Tourism School in Lausanne, Switzerland. And then I already did my first hotel opening, which is a special skill of mine. 48 years in hotels. I have done nothing else in my life. I can tell you it is one of the most exciting jobs out there is, because it's never boring. There is always something different happening every day. So many guests of so many nationalities you meet, you interact, you talk to your associates, to your staff, you go around the hotel, you see problems, you solve problems, you mentor, you help people, you push people, you make them do what you think is a perfect job. So I had to figure out how to become a general manager. You have to work hard, you have to dedicate, you have to, most important is to have a plan, how to do it. How to go from the first hotel job you have to the next one, to a higher position, until you go in one way or in such a way up to the top. From a student to become a hotel general manager, there is no fast track. There is no elevator. You have to take the steps, step by step, by level by level. No fast track. They think they can study and then they become managers. But it will not be like that. Because you don't have the experience in the work in the different departments of the hotel. Once you work for international hotel companies, you can apply for transfers. I have met many Koreans while I now work in China. The requirement is that they are diligent, that they work hard, that they try to learn Chinese, of course. I made a mistake when I came to China in 1983, that I thought I will only stay 2 years. It's not necessary for me to learn Chinese because we spoke English in the meetings and with the guests. But now I regret it, because now it's many years later and I'm still in China. So for an international career, I advise you to go abroad. In a low level, it's very difficult. You need to do that in your country to come up to a management level, a department head level. How to become a general manager. Which way you want to go. There is a finance way, there is an operation way, there is a marketing way. You can go up to marketing and later you can switch horizontally to another department to learn those skills, or to go into human resources to learn that skill.
Mr. Mathis, thank you so much for that awesome speech. We already had a chance to get to know you a little bit about in the car interview, but I'm sure these students have questions of their own. So, how about we open up the floor to a quick Q&A session? Who wants to ask? Yes, lovely student in the middle.
Well, hello, my name is Yunja Lee, and I have a little bit of questions. Well, what are some of the challenges that a hotel manager faces?
So the first question was, what are some challenges that a hotel manager faces?
Well, there are so many challenges a hotelier can face. Difficult guests, a fire at the hotel, a typhoon, electricity goes down, swimming pool doesn't work, murder in the hotel, bomb threat, many kind of crises, and I have seen most of them. So as a hotelier, you have to manage and handle this kind of situation.
Very good.
God, okay.
That,
Whoa,
that was like
expecting that.
murder.
Murder.
What? Okay.
That was not. Oh, murder.
Okay. So you've gone from fire, typhoon, murder. Like, can you tell us a story about how you dealt with a challenge like that?
I had several cases with murders. So first, when the dead body is discovered, you have to keep everybody away. You have to seal off the place of crime. Then you have to call the security. You have to call the police. You have to call ambulance. If you are not sure the person is dead, you have to call a doctor in case the person is dead to certify that he is dead. And only thereafter you look to inform the people, the company where the person worked for, or the relatives, or the next of kin.
Wow, that's heavy. That's a lot of responsibility.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, right.
A lot of pressure.
That must really be long.
A lot of stress.
Oh.
Any question?
My name is Chu. I just want to ask you if you had any craziest experiences in your career as a hotelier.
Many crazy experiences in hotels. Sometimes guests are very difficult, very demanding. One VIP I had in Maldives, which is a small island. You don't have everything there 24 hours, but that particular very famous VIP, she wanted to have 1,000 roses in her bedroom. And there are no roses anywhere. So we had to organize it, because she told us the day before she arrived that that is a requirement in her room. So we have to fly them in. And there is not every 5 hour an airplane. There is only the planes coming from Dubai, from Singapore, from other states into the Maldives, and then from there it's distributed by water airplanes. So all is logistic, very complicated and also very expensive. But of course these kind of famous people, they don't mind, they have enough money. So you have to do it.
1,000 roses. I don't think I've ever had 1,000 anyway.
I don't think I'll care about 1,000 roses, really.
Any question?
My name is Yunicho. How do you deal with problem customers?
Problematic customers, usually they are very angry. You have to smooth them down, and then you have to start negotiating if it's a real problem. If it's not a problem, then you are tough. You say, no, we have witness, we have, you have everything what you pay for, you have received. But if it's a genuine complaint, you have to handle it, you have to compensate, or give them a voucher that they can come back, or give them a voucher for a sister hotel where they can spend 2 or 3 days holiday just to make up, and then you agree that no further claims will be made.
I would like to say that I'm not a problem customer. I'm a very nice customer when I go.
Nice.
Are there any other questions? Okay.
스타우드 같은 유명 호텔에 취업하려면 어떤 준비를 해야 되는지 물어보고 싶습니다.
Okay. So if someone wants to work at a luxury hotel brand, what should they do to prepare?
Okay. The easiest is if you go into that company in any of their brands, and then with the request that later on, once you prove yourself, you want to move up to the luxury section. So first, usually you have 1 year time where they assess your ability, and your supervisor, your manager will talk to you and see if you qualify for a luxury brand.
I think that's a very important one. Yeah. I think we have time for another question. Does anybody else want to?
그 호텔리어가 되려면 가장 중요하게 생각되는 자질이 무엇인지 여쭤보고 싶습니다.
So what skills do you think a person who wants to pursue a career in hotel management needs to have these days?
A person who wants to pursue a career in hotel business must be a very hard worker, must be able to be very persistent in pursuing his career goal. He must be willing to meet challenges, solve problems, help colleagues, and be very open to meet international clientele and be flexible. The more languages you know, the better it is to pursue a career.
So basically, multiple skills for a multiple skilled needed job. Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for your awesome questions. Unfortunately, I think that's about all the time we have. So thank you once again, Mr. Mathis, for joining us. It was a great time. And thank you, all of you, for joining us on this lecture. Woo! See you back at the studio.
It's actually really great to see those students being able to meet someone like Johnny to see what they're working towards.
Absolutely. If I were one of them, I'd definitely take the time to ask some more questions in private, maybe even score a mentor.
Before we say goodbye, let's find out what our viewers thought. Which guest helped you more? If it was Johnny, hashtag BCRUZE, hashtag Bappy.
No, I'm pretty sure you guys thought it was Guillaume Patry, hashtag BCRUZE, hashtag A2B.
And if your hashtag gets picked, you could win a prize.
So see you next time on
BCRUZE.
It was a very unique experience. It was a good idea. Cruise through Seoul, be online with the international viewers.
BCRUZE today was so much fun. I had a blast talking with the viewers live on YouTube. And I have one warning for all of you who live outside of Korea. If you ever come to visit, which you should, you might get addicted. I love Korea so much that I don't want to go back, and you might as well. So keep that in mind when you finally decide to visit Korea.